66% of his balls put in play are ground balls, and that's an advantage to Luke going into any game as a sinker ball.
And we're ready to go. Luke Hochevar with the ball, and first pitch of the game is a sinker grounded to short and kicked around by Willie Bloomquist. And right there is an example of why shortstops usually have more errors. Another ground ball. Cayaspo is going to go to second, and Bloomquist realizes there was no play at first. And he drives that one into right center field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Stephen Drew is going to be waved home. And the throw comes in short to Alberto Cayaspo, so no chance. Off the end of the bat, under Luke's glove, and off of Cayaspo's fingertips. 2.8. Called third strike. Parra knew it. Reynolds is running, and it's ball 4. Now Upton coming to the plate, and the Royals should have an easy out. And they do. That ERA 2.20, second best in the American League. 13 walks, fewest among starters in the National League. Has not remembered those outings fondly. Hit hard to center, but fading back is Young.
And you're throwing 91, 92, but it almost looks 94 with your fastball with the deception. And then you come back with a great pitch like that.
Strikes out 2 at that splitter in the first inning.
Right foot behind the hitter, then you want that ball inside.
To left for DeJesus, and one down in the second inning. Not only 20 home runs, he had 50 stolen bases. Reaching and drives it to left, and David is there again. 2 down in the second inning. Again to left field. So DeJesus busy here in the second inning, handles all 3 through the right side. Well, Jacobs down in the count 0-2, gives the Royals their first base runner. A smash to Ojeda that knocked him down, and somehow the Diamondbacks turn a double play. To Drew at shortstop. And thanks to that great double play, Herron faces only 3 in the second inning. 1-1 to Felipe Lopez, who opened the game by swinging at the first pitch, grounding to Bloomquist, who was charged with an error, and now he drives one over Mitch Meyer to center field. The Diamondbacks with a couple of doubles. Last year they didn't do that until the 4th of July, their 87th game. Wild pitch charged to Hochevar, and now the Diamondbacks lead 2-0. Drew going down and getting it.
And talking to Mark Grace, the broadcaster for the Arizona Diamondbacks, he feels like at times he can have this Bo Jackson-like power.
Runner trying to go to third, and the Royals were all over it, but a poor throw by Bloomquist draws Tien off the bag. And that's belted into deep right center field off the bat of Parra, and just barely missed being a home run. Drew is home. Here comes Reynolds. The throw goes to third, and safe with a triple is Parra. And that's past Tien. It's 5-0. And that's through the right side. That sinker isn't quite getting down tonight like it was on Friday. And the runners take off, and it gets away from Pena.
You think he was thinking about that?
Absolutely. Good play by Hochevar, and began a double play. Butler with a nice backhand to Hochevar, and the inning is over. Dan Herron, thanks to a great double play turned by his defense in the second, has faced the minimum and now handles the ground ball from Tien. At least 7 innings or more in 9 of his last 10 starts. The Royals have their second base runner as Pena singles with 1 out. But they will point out who called timeout. Wasn't me, man. It was him. Luke perfectly up the line. That allowed Pena to go first to third, and Meyer into second with a double.
On this pitch.
And lines it fair past third. Past the ball boy. 2 runs are home, and DeJesus has a double. It's 5-2. He has given up 2 earned runs or less. Nobody has scored 3. Second time he has gotten Bloomquist. Strikes out Butler again. And the breaking ball for strike 3, and the second strikeout for Hochevar. I mean, I'm sure they figured it was a while ago, but do you think most Royals fans remember that it was 19 years ago? And lined over Tien. DeJesus cuts it off deep. Drew will try to advance to third, and into second is Upton. There's a sinker for a strikeout. Hit hard to center, but sinking, and Meyer is there. Great movement. Got the inside corner. 5 strikeouts for Herron. Seen a lot of guys snapping their head back and arguing with Dale Scott. No play for Lopez. That'll be an infield single for Guillen.
Yeah, the teams with speedy outfielders seem to play in. You know, you look at the Indians.
Well, playing in there paid off. There are more balls that are hit the shallow part of the outfield. Here's another one. Then there are hit out by the warning track. Well, it's not quite breaking like it was on Friday. You still have to show the manager that you're going to be able to keep the team in the game, and that's off the wall in left field. Chris Young on base for the 3rd time tonight as an RBI. Line to center and sinking. So Montero gets the job done. Not only does he get Young over to third base, he reaches with a base hit. If you're lucky, once in an entire career. 6-2 Arizona as Burns drives in Chris Young. Butler way in at first. And Ojeda bunts it back to the mound. Wright looks to third. Humid temperatures. To Callaspo. Off of his chest. Run to the plate. Lopez safe at first.
But those just prolong the innings.
Soft liner out to Bloomquist. 2 down.
And you don't get an error on that ball because you can't assume a double play.
Burns coming to the plate and somehow gets around the tag. But he's also among the league leaders in stolen bases. Runners take off and he chops it to Bloomquist. And that's the inning. Pena hits it on the nose but out. Hit hard again to left. And the Royals having a tough time getting it past Parra. And now DeJesus back to Herron. 5-pitch inning. Drilled to deep right. Guillen to the fence, and it sails into the bullpen. So Cruz' second pitch against his former team is gone. And it's 9-2 Arizona. .6 ERA, 6-1 the year before that with a 3.1 earned run average. That fooled Myers down around the end of the bat, and Bloomquist running out. Can't make the play. And into second, Miguel Montero has a couple of hits. And that's out in shallow left. Willie makes that play. 1 down in the 6th inning. To Billy. Double play.
Dunn will win $25 grand from Sonic and the Kansas City Royals.
Willie Bloomquist to right center field. Upton running deep to cut it off and holding Willie to a single. Billy Butler, who has struck out his first 2 times. Left side. Ojeda can't get to this one. Parra has been busy tonight. And to right for Upton. 2 down. Inning over. You know, has he done anything that has surprised the Royals as Ojeda goes into left center? So he has his first hit. And the Diamondbacks have their 13th. That's inside for a walk. 9 runs, 13 hits. It's tough to use your power and your speed when you're striking out.
Well, that's true, Ryan. It gives them a real good combination of
right center field, and again late breaks and it drops. Bases loaded, 1 out. Got him with a fastball at 91. Off of Pena's glove and into the netting.
Well, you pitch in the playoffs, World Series, it doesn't matter. You have to be able to control your emotions.
Into right, Guillen coming up, makes a nice play. Tien backhanded by Felipe Lopez, and the stretch by Reynolds. Poor run support this year. That's why his record's just 5 and 4. Other times, blown saves by the bullpen. He's gotten great run support tonight as Pena flies out, and now really picking up the tempo. Out from short is Drew. In from left is Parra. Long run for Meyer in center field at the track. Off the wall. Now it rolls away from him. And Chris Young, who runs well, injured himself around second base and barely gets to third. Now we get Roberts to the plate as Hewlett throws out Montero. The game before that, 9-0, as Burns cranks it to deep left field. And now Arizona leads by 10. David DeJesus with a great effort. Juan Mejia has given up 2 in the 8th inning. 16 hits for Arizona. And a 12-2 lead. Second straight game the Diamondbacks have scored 12. Then started pitching well again in that Cincinnati series. Meyer deep. A run down the fly ball from Ojeda.
You spend so much time on defense, that can affect your offense, and it also affects you mentally because, you know, even though there's just plays like this where the inning just keeps going and going and going, and that ball and not let it get by. But Pena was let that pitch get by and put up another runner on base.
Well, the outfield has sure gotten a workout tonight. And DeJesus with his second hit. (2007). Off his glove. And coming in from short is Drew. No play. And that should be an infield hit for Luis Hernandez in his first plate appearance in 2008. Ojeda for the second time tonight starts a double play. The Giants by 8.5 games. Jacobs taking a walk. Got him looking. Zavada.
You don't have to worry about going back because anything over your head is going to be off the wall or gone.
Playing deep, and the ball will find you. It was actually a week ago tonight. That was the Seagull game. Hewlett struck out his first time. Thrown out by Stephen Drew. 1 down in the bottom of the 9th. And now Qualls sprinting over to first, and the ball is misplayed by Mark Reynolds.
It was great out there at the party course last night, and a lot of great compliments on the Hawaiian shirts.
2-hit game for Brian Pena. Meyer ropes it into right field. Tien going to be waved home, and it's 12-3. Meyer with his 7th RBI.
Well, that's true, and he did, to his credit, he got the ground ball to first base. That was an error.
And another hit for DeJesus. This will score 2, and David wants 3, and he's got it.
And not driving towards home plate. Yeah, that's flying open. He got very fortunate that that's a line drive double play to end the ball game.
A win is a win is a win in the end. It wasn't pretty
right.
in the end, but the offense was great. Dan Herron was great. A hanging slider, Mark Grace, ends the ball game. And overall, big picture, a lot of good things to talk about.